Hey, how's it going? Episode 264, No Brains, No Headache podcast, back for yet another show here for this mindlessly entertaining episode that we have planned for you. Name's Jordan Weichel, going to be your host today. As always, across from me, my co-host, confidant, longtime friend, fellow comedian. His name is Matt Cleary. Matt, how are we doing today?
Good. Had a nice lunch. Did you happen to catch any of the conversation of the guy next to us?
Oh, yeah. He was threatening someone's life.
Yeah, and he was on the phone on earpods, yelling pretty much when we got in there.
Right when we sat down, I thought he was talking to you, and I was like, Matt, what did you say to the guy?
And at one point, I hear him go, yeah, it's when you know, once you go black, you never go back. And I was like, what? And then his friend came, and he's like, oh, my phone
His friend was black.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, my phone died. And then he's like, oh, what's that word even mean? And he's looking at the menu. He's like, hey, look up this word. And his friend's like, oh, okay. He's like, my phone's dead. He's looking up the word. He's like, marinara. I was like, that's not a hard word. In fact, my niece, who's 3.5, probably knows what marinara is.
It's just a tough break at lunch, but not only we had some good football games up on the television and some live entertainment next to us.
The place we were at, I asked if they had a club sandwich, and she was like, no. And I figured it was just called something weird on the menu, not that they didn't have one. So I just panicked ordered the first thing I was looking at.
Yeah, you did panic order.
And it was called like the Humpty Barumpty or something really weird. And then the waitress comes up. She's like, who had the burger? And Jordan, instead of saying yes, just goes, yeah, he had the burrito. I was like,
he had the clucky.
Yeah, it was like the clucky mother clucker or something. I was like, and it was essentially just whatever was left.
It looked like chicken salad in a bun.
It was whatever was left on their cutting board. They just hocked it into a bun and were like, here you go. It had like pepperoni, chicken, banana peppers. It's like the tray of a Subway.
Yeah, it looked like a Subway order.
Yeah, it was okay.
Seemed to not matter, though, because you inhaled it.
I was hungry.
As was I. So we got some lunch. We got our belly just full of food. And now we're ready for an episode. What do we have for housekeeping? Not a whole lot. Quick turnaround. We're recording ahead of time.
Yeah, it was just I wanted to talk about the stupid people. And, oh, yeah, another thing that we could talk about. I volunteered at the street fair.
You did.
That was in town to help load people in, and the people that are involved in this street fair, like the vendors, weirdest people on the planet.
I mean, Matt, they're selling handmade jewelry and all sorts of different jelly flavors. What do you expect?
Some guy showed up 3 hours late, and I was like, how are you 3 hours late? I'm pretty sure this is your full-time job.
Yeah.
My favorite noodle truck apparently exploded somewhere in Nebraska, so they didn't make it.
Shucks.
And then I'm helping people load in, and these people can't read. Like,
that doesn't help.
The guy, and they have these huge trailers, so you basically want to stop them like before they get too far in. And this guy like pulls his trailer up, and I'm like, "Do you have your ticket?" He's like, "Here you go." And I was like, you don't load in until 7:15.
This is an Arby's receipt.
Yeah, I was like, you don't load in until 7:15. And it was like 6:08 at the time. And he's like, oh, really? I didn't see that on there. It's literally the only thing written on this. It's like 10 words. And then so I made him back his trailer up.
Yikes.
And he was like, well, is there anything you can do about it? And I was like, or is there anything I can do about it? I was like, so if you come back in 58 minutes, we'll let you in. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, I was doing him a favor. I was like, that was exactly the time, but I don't think he could do math.
Yeah, is there anything you can do about it? And you just explain your job responsibilities. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
And then there's this huge traffic barrier that says road closed on it. And this guy's trying to like turn into it. And I'm like standing there and I go up and he rolls his window down. He's like, hey, is this road closed? And I literally just like stopped and turned around and looked at it. And I was like, uh-huh. And he's like, oh, thanks for the heads up, man. And I was like, okay, the giant sign did a good enough job on that.
Well, yeah, I hate it when people, it's like, you're very clearly eating a cheeseburger, and they go, having a cheeseburger, huh? It's like, nothing gets by you.
Yeah. Or the last one that was super funny was this guy with like very tinted windows just like slowly went by the barrier, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? And then he like parks, and there's no one else parked. Like they towed all the cars away, and I'm like yelling down the street, and he gets out of his car, and I'm like, hey, are you at the street fair? And he's like, yes. And I walk up to him, and he shows me his phone. He's picking up a Mr. Beast burger from a restaurant 2 blocks away.
My name is Jeff.
Spoke no English. And then I was like, okay, go this way. You're going to go back this way, go right, stop sign. You can go and you'll run right into it. It's like right there. And I like pointed to the restaurant down the street. He's like,
And he crashed right into the front door. He literally ran into it.
and he's like, yes. And then he just drives farther into the street fair. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Vakitis, did you give Bobby D a hand job?
It was Vakitis. This guy, are you at the street fair? Yes. Picking up a Mr. Beast burger. I'm like, God damn it.
What is a Mr. Beast burger?
I think it's like just a bacon cheeseburger with like mayo on it, pretty much.
Oh, wow. Really redefining cheeseburgers in America.
And it's only done out of ghost kitchens, so like current restaurants, and you can only get it at Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever.
It just sounds stupid.
Yeah. I mean, he made millions and millions of dollars off of it thanks to his fan base being
Loyal.
Yeah, well, 13-year-old kids. I remember one of my coworkers like, oh, sorry, I got to go pick up a Mr. Beast burger for my kid. And it's like, if I had a kid and he was like, hey, can I have a Mr. Beast burger? I'd be like,
We have Mr. Beast burgers at home.
yeah, here's a tent. Go in the backyard until I say you can come back in.
Well, a very loyal fan base that he has, and as do we. To our loyal listeners, thank you for joining us for yet another show. We're really dwindling down on the housekeeping lately.
Yeah, it's been we've been rocking into it. I mean, we were in a stretch there where it was like a good half hour of housekeeping.
Yeah, like I said, quick turnaround this week. So we're probably just going to riff on what Matt has. Anything else for housekeeping?
No, that's it.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay. Let's party.
As you mentioned before, my house has been turning into what we like to call a junkyard. In front of it, the two people that live here, we have 5 cars now.
5 cars, 2 people.
Yep.
2 of the cars, I'm pretty sure, are non-operational.
One is operational, doesn't have brakes.
Oh.
So, I mean, you could drive it. It's just not going to go well. And I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, I'm just going to drive my car till it explodes, and then I'll get a new car.
That's fair.
But my new dream car, the new VW vans, sick.
They're pretty sweet.
They're like the old VW vans.
Let's see how my producing goes this week. Oh, the new ones.
Yeah, hit images.
Thank you.
They look like the.
I don't know how to navigate Google.
Have you ever like searched something on not Google? It's like the worst search ever. Yeah, check out like the first picture.
I'm not. It looks like the van from the new Family Vacation movie, kind of.
Yeah, the what do they call it? Like the Prowler or something. It's like it's the Honda Odyssey of Latvia.
I don't know. It's a little like it's way too modern.
If anything, you clicked on the picture and it made it smaller.
I think I did.
I don't know. They're sweet. They're all electric.
So you're going to get one when your car blows up?
Yeah, so like 2045.
Well, that'd be good. The retail value will definitely drop in the next 20 years.
But I know. I've been on this for like 5 years. I really want to get a van as my next car. For no apparent reason. I just like vans.
Get an Astro van.
Astro vans would be sick.
I always thought that would be a good band name. If you and your buddies just had a random band, and it's like, what should we call it?
Astro van.
Astro van.
Astro Van Halen.
There we go. Now we're riffing.
Now we could be like
might be a little bit of a copyright issue.
We just do Van Halen covers. Like yeah, that's what people do when they do Van Halen shit. But I drive by this car every week on my way to work, and it's Uncle Rico's van from Napoleon Dynamite. And I had some choice Uncle Rico thoughts. One, what was he doing before he got to Idaho?
Well, he reminisces on playing high school football, but he's been well removed
There's
from high school.
25 years in between.
So there's quite a gap there. And then he starts the Tupperware sales business.
You look like a strapping young lad. How about you give that a pull?
A little bit when he puts it under the tire and drives over it.
Drives
away.
That was when I first saw the movie and I was describing it to like a funny scene. That was the scene I would tell everyone about.
Yeah.
Or Uncle Rico taking his headshot. Just ball it up like a fist.
I imagine Uncle Rico was probably like working at a Kmart of sorts.
I could see he worked at like gas stations, tire shops,
Yeah.
and was fired from all of them.
Well, he lives out of his van.
Yeah.
So the cost of living for him is pretty limited. Although he does dress very well for somebody who lives in a van.
And he has a camera. And back then...
Oh, he was just shooting greasy pornos.
Oh, yeah. Or just videos of him throwing footballs in a random field.
Yeah.
He had to go get those footballs. He's not having like Kip there like retrieving them.
Yeah, he's probably just doing a lot of amateur videography, I would imagine. Just kind of making ends meet.
He does hit on that high school chick pretty heavily.
Yeah, well, he peaked in high school and he just kind of stuck there.
Yeah.
Which isn't great. So, yeah, I would imagine he just odd jobs, Kmart, gas station attendant. He would shoot all sorts of footage with his film equipment and then try to sell it. Which I don't know if there's much of a market for that.
Not back then. What if Uncle Rico
drug dealer?
Well, yeah, that's if you can sell Tupperware, you can sell methamphetamine.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Yeah. I was thinking though, like, because they live with their aunt, and she like goes out to the dunes or something and gets in a wreck, and then they're like, "Well, you have to have your Uncle Rico come watch you."
Yeah, but Uncle Rico loves it because then he gets to stay at a house for free and like actually like take a shower and use plumbing and do his laundry and stuff like that.
Yeah, he must have just been painting that field that he was living in. Just moves the van every time he takes a shit.
Probably. Yeah. Just something about running water really brings up your quality of life.
Yeah.
So who would have thought that? Well, and you know what? He was really enjoying just having a roof over his head.
Yeah. And he was just eating steaks with no sides or anything.
Yeah, I feel like they weren't prepared properly.
No, they're just like, grab some steaks out of the freezer. And they ate quesadillas a lot.
A lot of quesadillas. It's a tough diet to have for Uncle Rico.
They were ahead of their time, though, because he had a video camera and Kip was online dating before anyone was.
Yeah. And then there was Napoleon, who... What did he even do for that chicken farmer?
He picked eggs out.
He was just an egg picker?
Yeah. And I know the little nugget of the fact that guy's an actual chicken farmer, and most of what they filmed of him was him like just working
and trying to speak the English language.
Yeah, it's like, found some Shoshone arrowheads over in the cribbing bed over there. It's like, what?
Yeah, I mean it's a cinematic masterpiece.
No.
That one has some significant return on investment there. But I'm sure Uncle Rico would have loved staying in a hotel. What's your usual hotel etiquette?
I go in and I put my bag down, not where it's going to end up, and I immediately take a shit.
Okay.
Before I do anything. Take my shoes off, anything, I'm in the can. You know, I have to mark the territory. And then I usually lay on both beds to see which one I like better.
Yeah, I feel like everybody does that once you get into a hotel room. You kind of just plop down on the bed.
Yeah. Or I throw my stuff on one bed. And then I usually pick out which bed, and then I have some weird justification, like I'm going to go on the one farther away because that's less chance of getting raped. But
not much less
When I'm
chance.
by myself, do you think the guy's going to come in there and be like, damn, he's on the second bed?
Yeah, shucks.
Leaves. Usually flip through all of the channels, not settling on
see
anything.
what kind of channels they had. You remember when we stayed at a hotel in Jamestown, North Dakota? And
oh, God.
the TV was black and white.
Yeah. And
This was just a couple of years ago. It was just black and white, and there was 4 channels maybe.
And it was like a porn shoot in there. It was like fish themed.
There was not enough. We turned on all the lights in there, and that's one thing I do. That is one of my things I do when I get in a hotel
I waste
room.
all the electricity.
Yeah, we're just draining the electricity. Turn on the TV. That TV is going to stay on probably my entire stay, even while I'm sleeping. But we turned in this particular hotel room. We turned on all the lights, and it felt darker than before. And it had one of those the doors that opened up into the swimming pool area. I mean, as a kid, that's
the dream.
Yeah, you've pretty much made it. But when you're not, I wasn't there to use the swimming pool
And then
area
all you hear is kids.
because it echoes.
Yeah, all you hear, and there's carpet and shit out there. It's all wet and gross.
But yeah, I like to flip on all the lights in the TV, immediately lay down in the bed. I don't know, it's just something about a hotel room that you can just plop down and you can even leave your shoes on.
Yeah. Arguably, I would say getting into your car is a great grunt. Laying down on the hotel room bed, also a great grunt.
Yeah. I know I hate us, meaning Matt and myself, because right after lunch, once we got into the car, we did a grunt upon sitting in our
simultaneous seats. Grunts. When your grunts sync up,
yeah,
you spend too much time with each other.
Clearly, but then what about checking out of a hotel? It used to be whole thing.
Most awkward thing on the planet.
When I check out of a hotel, and I was actually watching the movie Dodgeball, which made me think of this, where it's somehow they get into his room, which I don't understand. Kind of a plot hole there.
Oh, and Michelle is just blowing up his bathroom.
No, when he does leave, and then they see on the TV, you have successfully completed checkout.
Oh.
I make my keys visible, on the desk or somewhere where a maid or housekeeper can see the keys, and then I just leave.
I usually go up and give my key back to the front desk, and this is why it's awkward for me, because I think they're always going to ask me other questions, but I go, hey, I'm ready to check out, and they take the key and go, thank you. And then I'm waiting for a follow-up, and then I'm like, oh, okay, and I walk away.
Yeah, they're like, do you want a copy of your receipt? No. What is no? Yeah, I just don't understand checking out of a hotel room. I literally I grab all my stuff. I try to make it not such a disaster, mainly just because I'm making sure I have everything that I brought with me, but...
There's one person that I knew that if he was staying one night in a hotel, he would always take his clothes out and put them into drawers. Serial killer.
Yeah, that's a weird move. I'll hang stuff up. At my last hotel stay, I had a couple baseball jerseys because I was at the Cubs game, and so I hung those up. But I was a little timid to do that because I was like, I will forget these. You don't check the closet before you go.
Never do. Things you leave behind, like chargers, headphones, things hanging in the closet.
Yeah.
When we used to go, when we were under 21, we'd go to Indian casinos.
Yeah.
In Minnesota and just bring a whole shit pots of beer. And we would put all the empty beers in the drawers for whatever reason. And I was like, it was
so funny.
Those poor maids just God damn it, when they open the drawer.
Staying at a casino hotel is great though, because I don't know, there's few enjoyments in life more than firing up and waking up, firing yourself up a coffee, compliments of the hotel. It's never great coffee, it's coffee nonetheless. And then you make your way down to the casino floor, and it's literally 9:15 in the morning, and you're just playing roulette, sipping on a coffee, having a great time.
Oh, man. Honestly, I never make it down that early, because usually when I'm at a casino, you lose track of time, so you're just up until 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I think I usually get down there around noon, wake up at 11, go ride the New York roller coaster.
Yeah.
See if I'm going to puke or not. Either way, I'm good with it.
Kind of feel it out a little bit.
Yeah.
When you're at a casino, though, you don't breathe fresh air.
No.
And then if it's like the smoking kind, it's like, okay, well, on top of your coffee and roulette in the morning time, you're also gonna fire up a heater.
Yeah.
Light one up, smoke them if you got them.
One time I was at a casino and my buddy Brad was like, oh, I'm gonna go get something to eat, but he had like forgot his wallet somewhere. And so I go into this sandwich shop and he's just sitting there and there's like 30 saltine cracker wrappers. He had just been eating. And I like walked by, like looked in, and then I like stopped and walked back and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He was just hamming. He's like, still has saltines in his mouth. He's like, they're free. And I was like, God damn it.
We know.
And then the next time we went back, they no longer had free saltines at that place. So
here's a little hack for you. So you have the ice cube, the ice container thing, like that you can go to the machine, get ice, bring it back to your room. So what I did was I was getting ready to go down to the pool, and of course they're like, no outside beverages. Okay, well, we're just going to cross that out.
It's more of a guideline.
So you take the ice container, you fill it up maybe about quarter, maybe like halfway full, go to your room, grab some beverages, and then put them in there. If you can fit about 2, 3, maybe 4 if you're lucky. And you put the cap on the top of the ice container on, and then you walk down there. Because in the pool room area of hotels, it's always like really muggy and hot. Obviously, you got the hot tub going and the heated pool, and it's a lot of condensation. But this way, your drinks stay nice and cold. So there's a little life hack for you.
I thought for sure you were going to say that you fill it halfway up with ice and then make a mixed drink in the ice bucket.
I mean, you could. It's probably not very sanitary. I always put the plastic lining in.
Big liner guy.
Yeah. So maybe I should do that. I feel like my rations would be way off because, you're used to just like a pint glass or something similar of making some sort of cocktail or mixed drink. If you size up to the ice container, it's hard to judge, exactly how much. And then I feel like sometimes drinks are too big. You ever go to like a restaurant where they have an obnoxiously large, like Mai Tai or something? Yeah. It's like it's flaming. It's on fire.
70% ice.
Yeah, it's hard to judge exactly. And then it's too big. I think the normal like pint size cocktails that you're having. There's a reason for that. Is because then you can get a refreshing one. It's not too watered down. You're used to making the perfect rations, the perfect portions of liquor to mixer to ice ratio.
I'm a big fan of golf courses that have mixed drinks out on the course. Because like beers are great when you're golfing, but when you can have a mixed drink that's covered, full of ice, so refreshing outside.
Yeah.
But back to hotels, I had one other story that I was going to tell, but it is escaping me.
Oh, well, if it comes back to you, bring it up. But moving on, episode 264.
In the sporting world, they're bringing back paper tickets. The Washington Capitals were the first to do it, and I'm a huge fan of this move.
I'm all for it as well.
I think there has to be an aspect of still having the online tickets because we're going to lose them. We're going to leave them at home.
And it's just convenient, easier to transfer.
But I like having that memento at home.
I used to collect like paper tickets as a kid growing up. And then when I was in college, all the hockey games I went to, I would pretty much keep all of my paper tickets. So I have a whole stack of them. I was going to make some sort of art piece, if you will. I was going to get like a shadow box frame almost, and then kind of just have them in there. And then it's cool to like look like, oh, I was at this Twins game in 2003 or the hockey games or whatever. Or concerts can be cool too.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's cool. I do like having just on your phone though. It's kind of nice to just be like, yep, these 3. And they're just like, boop, 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 in to go. But if you had 3 tickets, it'd be the same.
Was there any reason? Bless you.
I think just for like the nostalgia factor of it, like they're only doing it for their season ticket holders. So you get like a pile of tickets.
Yeah.
I think it's just a cool idea to do. And I think that like a lot of people that go to games and can afford to go to games all remember having paper tickets.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you do it?
Well, it's nice to have the paper ticket, for when you black out in the third inning, and
Yeah.
it's just like, wait, we went to a Dodgers game last
it's like,
night.
wow, that was a fun game. Do you remember much about it? Well, it was tied 1-1, and then not much after that. No.
Yeah. No, having the paper tickets is it's definitely cool. Definitely nostalgia, big old fat hit of nostalgia for you.
And I was thinking, like, you were at Justin Turner's 200th home run.
I was.
Kind of a milestone. Do you think that's like, it's probably hard to think about, but like the biggest milestone or that you've been to, like sporting wise?
Well, we were talking about it earlier about reminiscing on when I whiffed on the Juan Soto home run ball.
And then changed the trajectory of the Cubs season and the Nationals season.
Yeah, the Cubs went down the shitter after that. The Nationals went on to win the World Series that year. And I take full blame. I take full credit. Had I caught Juan Soto's home run ball, it could have been a Henry Rowengartner situation. Throw it back. I throw it back. It's just a frozen rope to home plate. The owners, they come down, they sign me. I save the Cubs season.
That's one way it could have played out. It also could have played out where you're so drunk at the moment, you're like, throw it back, and you just hold on to it and just hit the guy in the back of the head right in front of you.
Throw it back, and you just tumble down like 4 rows.
Or you're like facing the wrong way, just throw it out of the stadium.
Well, and that's the funny part is like I'm upset that I missed the home run ball, but had I caught it, would have been a sweet catch and probably would have been like the focus of the camera.
Yeah.
And like on the highlight probably, and just like, but I would be celebrating, so I'd look so bad as a Cubs fan wearing a Cubs jersey,
as they're
celebrating
getting their doors blown off,
the opposing team hitting a home run. But I would just be like, I caught a ball, and it's a cool moment. Like I think we talked about it, the Karen that stole that ball from that kid. And I mean, it is true. There's just something about like, say there's 40, 50,000 people at the game. There's only so many like foul balls, home run balls hit. Like if you happen to kind of come across one, it's like a small lottery victory. It's hitting the jackpot, so to speak. It's short-lived. It doesn't really mean a whole lot, but it's just cool. It's like, wow, what are the chances? Like I got this ball. So I would have celebrated the Juan Soto for the Nationals home run ball, and then I would have had to throw it back, which kind of would have been like,
it's like hindsight.
Yeah, I try to fake the throw, and everyone's like, "Dude, we see the ball in your hand."
Throw like a piece of paper. That's just littering at this point.
I just get a littering charge and banned from Wrigley forever. That wouldn't be good.
Chicago got a $500 citation for throwing.
I'm pretty sure there's someone we know who is not allowed back in Wrigley Field just for heckling.
For sure, and some bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Good times.
Did your hotel thing come back to you yet? Okay, that's a no. If you have to think about it longer than that. And I do apologize. This may be a shorter episode for our loyal listeners out there, but we're going to see how it goes. Let's move on.
Oh, yeah. So I was at the vet this week. Also,
you took your pet to the vet. You weren't at the vet. We were just hanging out.
Where's your pet at? I don't know. I have one. Dude, my vet's really hot.
Yeah.
But so I had a dude this time. It wasn't my vet. I literally went home.
Is that the hot one?
He was pretty hot. But this is how gay I am. I went home and showered. So I left work, went home, showered before I went to the vet.
Oh, you gotta be on your best game.
And then didn't have my vet. So
wow, you're really excited about it.
Yeah. It's like this is the most I prepared for anything. And I get to the vet. I have a 2:50 appointment. Get there at 2:40. I didn't see the vet until 3:50. Why don't just tell me I have a 3:50 appointment? I'll walk in. Perfect. Good to go.
Yeah, sitting in a waiting room of a vet clinic is never great. A lot of other animals, seems like none of them are trained, or they're all hyped up because they're at the vet. They're scared. They know something's about to happen. There's other animals there. They're getting all worked up. A lot of scents, a lot of smells, things going on of that nature.
Yeah, and like there was a dog, like the Beethoven dog, whatever it's called.
Is that a mountain dog?
No, it's not a Bernese mountain dog. It's a German.
Let me see if I can do some producing here today.
Beethoven dog.
What kind of dog is Beethoven? Try AI mode. No, thank you. Just tell me what kind of dog Beethoven is. What's happening?
Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard.
Yeah, but there was one of those in there, had to weigh like 200 pounds, and it was just barking at everyone. What would you rather be in, a crowded vet waiting room or a crowded doctor's waiting room?
I would probably have to go with a vet waiting room. Just avoid humans at all costs. If you're in a doctor's waiting room, you're probably going to contract some sort of venereal disease.
What are you doing in that waiting room?
I mean, but yeah, a lot of sick people at the doctor's office. Whereas when you're at the vet, nothing's going to happen. Oh, I hope nothing's going to happen to you when you go in for the checkup or the exam room.
Also, why do they have toys in like doctors' waiting rooms? Like most of those kids are sick that are just playing with the toys. And then other kids come in and play with them. And then I go play with them.
Yeah.
And then I get sick.
Yeah. No, that's tough. You got to watch out for that for sure. Maybe avoid the dirty fucking puzzles they have. They're just full of germs.
Oh, and I always grab the newspaper when I'm in there. Nothing gets my rocks off like old-fashioned newspaper.
I was on a walk the other day and saw somebody had the newspaper on their front lawn, and I was very tempted to go steal it.
I thought you were going to say someone else was on a walk reading the newspaper, and I was like, that's crazy.
Just ran into a fire hydrant.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's insane.
And then the doctor's office too, it's like the people that are in there that work there, I show up 5 minutes before my appointment, and they're like, we recommend you be here 15 minutes before. And I was like, oh, sorry about that. Still wait another 50 minutes to get in for my doctor just to call me fat. And I drink too much coffee and booze and other stuff.
Other things that you shouldn't be
this
doing.
Could have been an email or a phone call.
It's never great when your entire doctor's visit could just be surmised in an email.
Yeah, not great.
We hope this email finds you well. You have stage 4 cancer.
Yeah. Honestly, that's better than that would be better off than doctors calling people and being like, well, this is going to be tough to do. It'd be like, good news. You'll be alive for a little bit. Bad news.
Good news. If you're reading this email, you are still currently alive. Bad news. At any moment.
Yeah, we're going to have to take both your kidneys.
That's going to be tough.
Would you donate a kidney?
To science? To a human?
Immediate family member.
Yes.
Me.
Are you going to change your lifestyle afterwards?
Probably not.
Yeah, whatever. You can have it.
You can make $40,000 for selling your kidney.
Yeah. Be a good way to cut a few pounds,
Yeah. Make 40. Well,
last episode we were talking about The Office weight loss episode. What if they all got their appendix and one of their kidneys removed? Now you're looking at some serious progress.
And you said that, and I just remembered my hotel thing.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I was super drunk at this hotel, and I remember getting into my room.
You had my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
Get into the room, and I'm just like, I can watch some TV. Flip the TV on. That's the last thing I remember. I was so drunk that I turned the TV on and didn't even change the channel because I woke up and it was the main menu,
the TV guide thing.
Yeah. It's so I remember laying down, rolling over, grabbing the remote, and then just turning it on and just.
I do remember one time being rather intoxicated in a hotel, and I was pretty sure I was just in the room by myself, and I was had to sit down to untie my shoes. And I was like, okay. And I sit, and I'm like way too far on the edge, so I just fell backwards. And those are like the very sobering moments when like you do have a fall and you test out gravity and it wins. Doesn't play fair, never has, never will. But it's like, no, I don't think much will sober you up more than like just taking a hard tumble when you're drunk and then like popping back up and be like, okay, we need to go.
Yeah.
Shoes are gonna stay on tonight.
Good for circulation. But I remember like hotels set it up perfectly for you to get home, you turn the light on that's right there, so you either have to walk, turn the lamp on, then come back and turn the light off, or you turn the light on, think you memorize where everything is, shut the light off, try to go to bed, and just...
Yeah, that's tough. Now I was going to say something and I forgot.
What were we talking about before?
We were talking about doctor's visits. Yeah. This is some of the best content we've ever put out there.
Well, my doctor called me fat.
Nothing new there.
I was just looking in the news to see if there was anything relatable. Nothing really happened in Utah this week.
Do you have any Super Bowl predictions?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think it's going to be a weird one.
Like two teams that we've never anticipated, or a weird one in what way?
One of the teams is going to be like kind of like a Bengals making the Super Bowl a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking like Steelers or something.
Yeah. I don't know if that's that weird.
And it might just be a huge jump because Aaron Rodgers had a good week one. But like they got a really good defense, like Minka Fitzpatrick, Jalen Ramsey, TJ Watt.
Gotta be careful what you say because we are recording pre-week 2, but this isn't coming out till post-week 2.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers and those three all fucking break their legs.
There's a chance.
I don't know. I just something like I think it's gonna be like a weird Steelers. And then out of the NFC, like I wanted to say like Commanders, but they're not quite there yet.
It's hard. Like out of the NFC West, who's going to be the good team? You have.
I don't think the
Seahawks, Cardinals, Niners, Rams.
I think it's the Niners division. Like the Rams could be okay, but they have.
That's where I think of like it would be if it was a weird Super Bowl. It wouldn't be that weird since they've been there before and won, and Sean McVay has been there twice. But like the Rams just pulling it out for some reason.
They have Puka and Devontae Adams, so like they could.
And Matt Stafford.
Yeah, who he's so old,
very old.
It's like he won the Heisman in like 2008 or something, and I was like, what?
Like he played college football when they were still in the BCS national championship format, where like where a committee just that's such crazy to think about. Like
the BCS, wasn't that a computer?
I'm pretty sure. Like ultimately, it was just like, okay, we're gonna just pick obviously some of the top teams, but it's like
I love how they were doing that then when we probably didn't have the technology to do it. But now we definitely do. And they're not using it.
The playoff.
Now they're going to be like, we need Condoleezza Rice down here to decide who goes.
Oh, man, that upsets me that she's one of the playoff committee members.
Yeah, I think there's like 12 or 15 of them. It's like.
And it's funny that a lot of them are athletic directors for like an SEC school, like the Arkansas athletic director. It's like, okay, well, your team's probably never going to make it. And yet you're still here. It's like you're trying to tell me there's no. I mean, I know there's 12 of them, so it's not one person rules, but you're trying to tell me there's no bias towards teams. Of course there is.
Yeah, that's like I could never be on a jury because I have immediate bias towards everything I do.
Yeah. Face tats, guilty.
Yeah. It's like I would even be the one in the group and be like, guys, we need to be open-minded about this one. I say that out loud, but in the back of my mind, I already have guilty written down. You
would be like, if you were a jury member, they would be like in the middle of deliberation. Is that the word? And they'd be like, all right, does the defendant have anything to say? And you're just in like the third chair, just like drawing on a notepad. It's like, Matt, how did you get over here?
I was thinking it'd be like
You're just playing rock, paper, scissors with the dude who's in a jumpsuit.
the bailiff. I have the bailiff.
Your guys are arm wrestling.
I'm taking apart the bailiff's gun. How'd you get that? I was thinking like I would get there for jury duty at 8:00 and we'd all be sitting down kind of awkward. Like we don't really know each other. Kind of talking about the case like 8:45. I'd run around and be like, so what are we doing for lunch, guys?
I was going to say it could be like a very, like a murder case. It's just a very sensitive topic and the courtroom is just quiet. And all of a sudden you just hear just a chip bag open and Matt just and people are like trying to tell you to like and you're like, whoa, I'm trying to pay attention here.
Or it'd be like the final verdict comes up and I'm like right next to the lead jury who's reading it and I'm just the court TV just fast asleep. Or I bring like a heating blanket into court. I get uncomfortable if I'm too hot or too cold, so I need to be on both.
Yeah, you just have one of those
spill coffee everywhere.
You have like one of those shoulder neck massager things, just I could see it already.
Oh man, I would be the worst.
Yeah,
I would like most people are like, I would make friends if I go to jury duty. I would make enemies if I went to jury duty. Like that guy's an idiot.
Oh, I don't think people would like you on a jury duty or on a jury, I guess you could say, just because they'd be like, yeah, Matt has no spine whatsoever. He's not going to make a decision.
Or I would just like complete conspiracy theory. Be like,
the judge did this.
Yeah. I don't know. He has an okay alibi. Judge, where were you on the 19th?
Yeah, this guy's been awfully judgmental. Don't you guys think it's a little fishy that this guy, he's wearing a cloak, he's got a hammer, so you can't get too close to him? Don't you think that maybe we need to look at him? Maybe he's the one who did it.
All I'm saying is if his robe was white and had a hood, we would be making some different assumptions here.
Yeah, you'd be a terrible jury member.
Oh. Yeah, it just pans to the defense team, and I'm just at the end of the table, like, get back over
if
here.
You were on a jury, the trial they would quickly turn the trial on you and be like, you know what, this guy
he's done
needs
some
to
shit.
do 25 to life.
Yeah. Or I would say something thinking that it's all relatable, like, guys, we've all seen our fair share of German pornography. Oh, you haven't.
Yeah.
I was speaking in generalities, sister.
Yeah. Why has the jury not come to a unanimous decision? Matt keeps quoting the mid-2000s comedies. That's all this kid talks about.
Yesterday afternoon, he made the entire jury watch both Dumb and Dumber and Dumb and Dumber 2, just so he could say after the fact, see, the second one doesn't hold up.
Yeah. We spent 4 hours.
Yeah, that'd be no good.
What would be your last meal? Death row meal.
I'm glad you brought this up.
You're welcome.
Part of me wants to like do something that'd be almost impossible to get or illegal to eat.
What do we think? What are you talking about?
Human.
Yeah.
Or like,
it's like, dude, we are putting you in the chair because of you're a cannibal, and now you're ordering human.
Yeah, you can't order a foot. Honestly, like, I would want a couple of things. I would want a very thin, crispy pizza because I don't want it to fill me up, but I want a little bit of pizza.
I want to be light on your feet.
Yeah. I'm going to want some boneless wings.
Yep.
Sweet chili sauce, if you could. I'm basically just describing the food I usually get at the bar that's right by my house.
Yeah. I would definitely make it like the dinner scene in Talladega Nights. It's just like food from every establishment. I would, if I had to, I would probably just make it the most complicated order just so they spend like a lot of time and effort and energy. It's like, okay, I want some chicken wings from this place with the side of ranch, but the ranch needs to come from, like, I'm ordering ranch from other places. I would get like a popcorn from some sort, like the bar we were just at for lunch. I would get popcorn from there. Are you allowed to drink alcohol with your?
Yeah, I think so. What if you just like 175 of Tito's and a bunch of pop? I'm just gonna get blackout, then Might as well just die anyways.
What are you looking up there?
I was trying to say, like, some guy did something where his last meal ended up like prolonging his.
I'd probably have to get some lobster, like good lobster, chicken wings, some lobster.
See, I don't even like
waffle fries, crispy.
I'm
gonna start off with a garden salad too. I'm not gonna be above having a garden salad to start things off.
I'd get a garden salad just to throw it away.
Well, don't need this.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm not a fancy food eater, but I think I would put together like the fanciest foods I could think of.
But you'd have to have a hell of an appetite too.
Like,
if it's your last meal, you got to finish it
like
off.
caviar, and then I'm making myself.
Do you even like caviar?
No.
I would have cheesecake for dessert. That's a guarantee.
Yeah, I would say I would want some sort of ice cream cake with a little crunchy chocolate.
Just give me a 12-pack of the ice cream sandwiches.
Just give me a 12-pack of Busch Light and get the hell out of my face.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd be light on my feet.
Here's an idea.
Okay.
Why don't they just make jury duty a requirement for those that are unemployed? Because everyone else has to take work off. You just find people that have been unemployed for over 9 months or a year that have just been sucking off the government. They can go do jury duty.
Now, when you say sucking off the government,
it could go one of two ways. They could be giving fellatio to a government official.
That's where my head went.
Yep. Or just getting government handouts like food stamps and
handouts.
Yep. See, that's you went back to it.
Mine is in the gutter.
What if you had to jerk off a guy to get food stamps? Then you're a prostitute.
Yeah, it sounds like prostitution.
Yeah, but why don't we just make the unemployed people be part of?
Well, I think you want an even balanced jury, so you want all walks of life. So I'm sure there's one or two on there that is unemployed.
If you can't find out how to get out of jury duty, you're kind of a moron.
Yeah, that's got to be tough.
You basically have to, you could go in there and just be like, I don't like women. And be like, okay, this guy's gone. It's like, okay, cool. See you guys never.
Yeah. I think that would be really easy to get out of. Yep. I wouldn't want to. I mean, maybe if I just had nothing better going on in my life, and I see now where your point is with the unemployed taking over jury duties.
Yeah. But give them something to do. I think they get a stipend or something. It'd be the most jobs they had in like a year.
I asked you who was going to win this Super Bowl, and somehow we got on jury duty. Tell you what, man.
Honestly, your Vikings could win it. That would be a weird one.
I think Bills Vikings would be awesome. I've predicted that for the last 4 years. Not predicted, but I've wanted it to happen the last 4 years. I do think maybe the Bills get over the hump finally. I think the Chiefs' reign is over temporarily. I think what they got to do is obviously they're going to keep Patrick Mahomes, but then they pretty much just need to
Well, they gave him $500 million.
We need to get rid of Travis Kelce.
He's done.
And we can't just have speedsters, pun intended, for wide receivers.
Yeah. I mean, they can't just draft the fastest guy at the combine every year.
Yeah.
They're not going to be like, I think we got our next Tyreek Hill. It's like Tyreek Hill is generational talent.
Do you think with all the all of the trouble that football players get in with vehicles involved, do they add a combine event where it's just like a driving? They're just in the parking lot of Lucas Oil Stadium,
running over traffic cones.
Yeah, they just have to do your run of the mill traffic test.
Yeah. Okay, Henry Ruggs the fourth, or Henry Ruggs the third,
whatever he is.
If it's 2:30 in the morning and you're driving with the chick, do you go A, the speed limit, B, under the speed limit, or C, 140 miles per hour and kill a woman?
Just zoom. Yeah, I mean, it's just like Jordan Addison, Rashee Rice.
It's honestly
Jalen Carter.
It's insane.
If you play football at Georgia, there is 110% chance that you just have traffic. Like Kirby Smart is probably just so tired of hearing about his team's traffic violations.
Maybe every team should just hire like a driver's teacher that like, all right, Rashid, after practice today, you got to go with Mr. Brandanowitz. He's going to take you on your run.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It could be a new combine event is just a driver's license test.
Or just give them all Teslas that like don't have the ability to go over the speed limit.
I mean, I don't want
Or if you make that much money, just hire a driver.
I was literally just about to say I don't want to sound smug, but it's just like if I was in that position, I just probably wouldn't drive. I would call up one of my unemployed friends and be like, "Hey, here's
if you don't have jury duty this week."
Yeah, if you're off, if you have some spare time from jury duty this week, I could use some rides, and I'm never gonna drive to the facility or games or anywhere to dare. I'm just not like you would hit the point of wealth where it's just like I'm done driving, and then you go car shopping and you're looking for vehicles with like spacious back seats instead of all the other features that a normal person would look for.
And then you could probably just never mind. I was gonna say something you could do in the backseat.
Yeah, no, I felt you.
I was like, it wouldn't even be that expensive. You don't even need a driver. Let's play this out of let's say you take 50 Ubers a week.
Ride your bicycle.
That too. But if you take 50,
get erased by a minivan backing out of an alleyway.
50 Ubers a week, which I think would be fair at average of $10 per Uber because you're in a big city. Ubers are cheap. $10 per Uber, that's $500 per year, $25,000. You get paid a base salary of $900,000. After taxes, you're making like $500. You can spend $25,000 a year to take an Uber.
Yeah.
Then you never have to worry about parking. Never have to worry about going 140 miles per hour in a 25.
Yeah.
I think we solved it.
Well, there you have it. You heard it here first on No Brains, No Headache podcast, episode 264. We're nearing that 60-minute mark. Do you want to call
good.
it?
I'm good.
All right. How can people follow No Brains, No Headache?
Yeah, follow us on social media. That is Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe, and you can leave us a review on Spotify or Apple.
Watch us on YouTube, loyal listeners. Thanks again for another great episode and being with us today. Up next, we have episode 265.
You're watching Channel 4 News with 5-time Emmy Award-winning anchor Ron Burgundy and Tits McGee.
Good evening, San Diego. I'm Veronica Corningstone. Tits McGee is on vacation.
And I'm Ron.